Profit. This is the guy I'm worried about. Spectre can tank up a lot, but when he's a chicken, he can't do much more. Setting up for Roshan. Courier flying in, what appears to be almost majority of a Hood of Defiance actually on him. Just wondering if that's going to go to the Clockwork Goblin. More than likely it will, which means he's about 400 or so gold short.
Regeneration.
Wards are still up from the Dire. And there goes the Radiant Wars. They know something's happening around Roshan. This is more bait. This is just pure bait. If they need to push out the lanes, they can do so. Spectra! Oh, he found the Ricky. He found the Ricky. He can't chase it, though. He's going to actually stick with the main group. Where did he end up? Oh, he's still on the bottom lane. He's having a look. So they knew where Ricky Maru was, but they couldn't get close enough to have that gem reveal him. And now we get an Invis rune. Oh, wow, that's just like the best luck of all. So bolted up for safekeeping. Spectre still getting that farm on the bottom lane up to 1600 now. You watch this angle slowly. It's just leveling out a little bit. There's been no kills in the last couple minutes. There's this big period here where everyone was just dying from either sides. But all these little dots are, they're basically kills or points of the game when something important really happened. Beastmaster. Hurling axes down the mid. Venomancer wards ensure they'll never lose this. Profit. Now they are going to go it. Creating the trees. It's a lot of mana to actually cast, but then again he has an ultimate orb, so it's not really that much mana to cast. But they will claim themselves Nagus to the Immortal. Spectre's Horn is still on cooldown. Another 47 seconds. And that's going to be it. Beastmaster can stay on the top all he wants, but it's Roshan dying with Nagus the Immortal given to SA. And looks like it's also... They're going to be a Mask of Madness? Could be. There's the backstab. Roshan's now gone. Nagus Immortal given to Ricky Maru. And a Scythe of Vice for the Prophet. A lot of money coming the way of Fnatic MSI. Tier 1 tower being pushed out by Mirana. Mirana, and see if she actually goes Mantra or not. If we see that Diffusal, what if we see whatever. I like Diffusal. Diffusal is my item of the day. I'm going to need more than Ricky Maru to defend this. In fact, they're not going to dive it. It's like EHOME don't want to push it. Speaking of not pushing it, X is never going to let them take that tier 1 tower in mid. He is never going to let them take it. The Beastmaster having a little bit of a look for a kill. Now that Spectre has the ulti back up again. Gives a prime opportunity to do so. Spectre also still getting a lot of farm. And I'm really worried right now for Fnatic MSI fans. Where it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's just Spectre farming. Just want to point out, it's Spectre freaking farming! This should not be happening, let alone free farming. A rocket. Okay, that's the only harassment he's got in the recent times. They just profit ultimate. It's also popped off already, so if they are looking for initiation, it's not going to help. Tier 1 tower getting fortified. Already now going in with the Shadow Blade. Need to get that last hit in the tower. X wants to do it. The stun has actually held Clockwork Goblin in place, but he'll latch that ultimate and he gets it on X. Cops the cogs, but the ledge! Oh! The time for the ultimate is now. Spectre joins as well. Ricky Maru is low. O'Shea gets himself a good ultimate. Now Nuz gets caught out, but that's what a Spectral Dagger is for. Either that or Face Boots, either will work. A lot of damage being done there by that Lich ultimate. EHOME not really licking any form of wounds. But that SA was so close to death. Did get that gem, and it was Beastmaster's gem. So Beastmaster dying, and I believe actually buying back during that. So that wasn't actually a complete fair trade. But the Aegis Immortal leaves the gem back at base. One hell of a Lich ultimate. I've really been happy with a lot of the Lich ultimates we've got today. It's been some awesome stuff. Prophet TPing out. Where did you go, little Sunny Jim? Up towards the top lane. Is there another gem up on Beastmaster? No, there is not. They need it back again. But there's no way anyone from Fnatic will dare risk even carrying a gem. If they end up carrying a gem, then if they die, they will basically reveal off 2 members of their team. It's the problem with Shadow Blade and Ricky Mario at the same time, which is why I'm surprised to actually see Prophet picking up that Shadow Blade. They've already got one hero who has Invis, so the dust will already be bought for all of this. So the counter for him is already going to be purchased. And he still actually did it. So, interesting decisions. If he does catch himself away from the heroes with the dust, and he will be fine, but he also has himself a disable through the Scythe of Ice. And a crap load more money coming his way. That farmer's got to be going up higher. Still actually holding it at 5,000 EHOME. So even with that buyback, had to be a buyback. Either that or Beastmaster just dropped the gem and said, yeah, cool, have it. In the meantime, rotating in towards the middle lane. Prophet's going to TP. Fortification will go. EHOME realise they can't fight it. They'll just leave a ward to see if they'd rotate down into the neutrals, at which point then they can initiate. But that's not going to happen. Looks like we're actually going to have a rotation towards the top lane. Picking up an illusion rune on your way.
Illusion.
And then the push towards the tier 2 tower. Have themselves a decent creep wave with the siege creep. So we'll easily better push that out, Spectre. Spectre. We'll keep on pushing out that bottom lane until she's got a haunt. It's a lot on the top. Rhino actually popping off the ultimate. They're going to go in nice and close. Lich ulti will now bounce very, very closely. Earthshaker pops up. Here's Benno as well. It's a complete balls up of any form of ultimate. Aegis Immortal's already now gone. Prophet will take a fall. Clockwork jumps in on the Venomancer, who pops it off the mech charge. The Rhino leaps away. The Clockwork Goblin is already too close towards the tower. Gets hit by an arrow as he's trying to retreat. Prophet ball back into the game. Venomancer buys back in the game. Everybody freaking buying back into the game while they're fighting on the tier 1 tower. Ricky goes out of range, so now he's not visible anymore. X gets one last hit, bringing down the Crystal Maiden. Threw out one last gale with Mitch back. So much money expended for a tier 2 tower. Any ultimate. Does anybody have an ultimate left? Crystal Maiden has an ultimate. Damn you, Crystal Maiden. You were the only person not to pop off an ultimate. And now let's watch the goal graph. You can't fit that many kills into one. 7,500 we go down. The buybacks, they did, however, get rid of that Aegis the Immortal. So that's one upside.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And EHOME go into damage control. How do we go for Spectre during that point? 268. 8 assists, 2 kills. Ugh. Farm is just so low. If she had a Radiance during that fight, completely different story.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I'm wondering if right now if Radiance will be an option. We're already 34 minutes into the game. I'm wondering for Spectre what he goes. At this point, I'd even suggest a Blade Mail. Get yourself a Blade Mail, reflect some of that damage, especially when Ricky wants to jump you. And keep yourself alive. Look for all the farm you can get on the top lane. And the more they hurl into Spectre, the higher chance there is that EHOME can win this game. Stealth Assassin already at 3,310, 146. 3,300 gold for him. Bought up a Vlad's just for good measure. We'll probably go on Butterfly shortly after this, so look for that Eagle song. Yeah. In the meantime, Lich also being caught out by a couple of Treants. I think Clock tried to actually lash that too. Clock did complete up that Pipe of Insight. Shaker's walking around with that gem. He's got to be really careful with that. Did they get another one? No, it is actually it's the gem from back before. So just trying to push EHOME back. Beastmaster did buy another one. They want to see if they can kill off this Ricky Maru. If they can kill Ricky, life is good. Life is golden. Life could have been made at the back of a Holden. Arrow's going to fly. There's no one there anymore, though. Rotation coming down towards Spectre on the bottom lane. Got to be a little bit careful here. There's already one hero on top of him and a couple on the rotation down. And SA just showed himself on the bottom lane by attacking off the creep lane.
There it goes.
And the Clockwork Goblin Rocket checking to see if Spectre is still hanging around. There's one hero that's missing, and that's Prophet, who's still farming. Going for another ultimate orb. You have many options for him. What I'm going to guess is going to be either a Manta style to help with a push, or we might even see, and I'm going to say, Lincoln's. Beastmaster Raw, Clockwork, Galed. So much damage already, he's already dead. Beastmaster's axe has also managed to hit there on Andre. Already now with the dust popping off is a good Lich ultimate with no creep wave there. It's hugely effective as well as the Venomancer ultimate. Mitch does go down. He might buy back at this point. In fact, he does do so instantly. Ricky Maru is still being harassed now. The gem is on top of the Spectre. They will get Ricky Maru. He blinks himself away. The dagger goes up. It doesn't get the hit. Prophet will now TP in. Sprout goes, Fissure goes, Arrow flies, Mitch holding X in place. X does what he can, turns around to fight, and Spectra runs out through between the gap of the Tier 1 and Tier 2. And there's blood everywhere in this match. Another 3 heroes bite the dust, sit in the sim bin, however you want to call it. Get their asses royally raped.
Under attack.
It's a prison riot, man, it's a prison riot. Heading down towards the bottom lane. Mitch is there again. The downside for Mitch is he spent a lot of money on buybacks. Well, it's helped him sometimes to get some kills. It's cost him his own life. And if he gets to the point where he becomes completely overpowered, nothing can stop him. Apart from a massively farmed up Spectra. And that was the only reason he bought back to actually kill the bottom lane. But Spectra now has 4,400. So Nuz has the big decision. Do I go Heart? Do I go Radiance? I still need to have some form of damage up my sleeve. And that's generally where the Radiance kicks in. There's a lot of extra damage with every attack and the Radiance burn. And now we're going to go for Roshan again. Prophet TP's in. Create some treants. Beastmasters, Hawk. Flying out there, realize Clockwork Goblin's going. That's a Dire Ward, not a Radiant Ward. Already down at a third of his HP. So they're not going to be able to stop this unless Spectre goes, hey, I'm going to horn in. And then all of a sudden there's still 5 heroes there from Fnatic. So the Roshan is theirs.
Roshan has fallen.
Second Aegis, the Immortal. This time goes on Ricky, who did actually buy that Reaver as well. So it looks like he is going to go for a Heart. Down towards the bottom lane, Nuz. Still good looking left farm. He bought something. He has bought something. Nothing is in his stash, so something is in the courier. And he is going to go that. He is going to go the Radiance. So Sacred Relic is there. He's almost got enough for his Radiance. In fact, now with one last creep kill, he has it. It is fair enough he is going for that Radiance. He needs the counter push. He massively needs the counter push. Prophet will just keep on going back. He needs that extra damage, and then you can look towards the Heart. Heart will have to be his next item. Will have to be his next item. Venomancer even picks himself up a Vanguard from the side shop. Drums of Endurance for them as well, in case they want to try and initiate. Speaking of initiate, middle lane. Prophet leaving a couple of his friends. That's that Manta style I was telling you about. Arrow will fly up to check and see if he was trying to farm up the Ancients. Didn't in the end. Put a Defiance for the Beastmaster. So might be looking for a Pipe of Insight a little bit later. We've already got the mech up on Lich. So EHOME looking pretty good for the as far as support item stacks. Drums, Vanguard, whatever else you want. Here in Prophet TP in towards mid now. Spectre has that Radiance. Venomancer having a great time. Farming up the Ancients, getting whatever farm he can. And now we're going to see the Radiant, the Dire looking for a kill. SA, their walking ward, has completed his heart already. Not surprising considering the amount of farm he's had during the game. Check out our Goldcraft has actually still going down against the Dire. But for the Dire, their biggest problem is once those towers start going down, you start losing a tier 1, tier 2. They've already claimed all of EHOME's tier 1s and one of their tier 2s. If EHOME win one team fight, they will take out those towers and the advantage will be completely flipped around. But EHOME need to win the team fight. EHOME must win the team fight. Which is not an easy thing to do. Now the push in the bottom lane. SA shows himself coming in. Arrow will fly first. And hits a long stun on Prophet. But it doesn't matter in the end because the tier 2 tower goes down. They're like, we ain't fighting that. I don't care what kind of long stun arrow you can throw. I ain't fighting that. Mirana has the defusal. So finally we're going to see some mana burn. Andre going for the counter warding. Using that node to get a little bit of vision, then hurling up his own ward. Another Mirana arrow, seeing if they're going to rotate down towards the lane. Instead, Fnatic rotated in towards the middle. And Nuz up there on that top lane. 1,000 gold.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Might. Counter warding central, man. Could do it with the gems. Beastmaster has that pipe done.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Axis will fly, pull the creep wave down off the tier 2. Fortification can only keep that tower alive for so long. Ricky finishes it off, so more money for him. It's already hard enough to kill him as it is with that heart. Venomancer Wars doing what they can. Arrow will fly, hits on Andre. Nuz should be able to get this kill. He's going to actually haunt into it. Doesn't in the end. Where did he go? Oh, he got killed on top lane. Looks like there's enough chain stuns to hold him in. Prophet came up. Must have turned him into a chicken. But still, those illusions helped out with a kill in the mid. Clock! Jumps on the Veno. Veno holds his ultimate. Arrow hitting there on the SA. He is in Viz, so it doesn't matter. Beastmaster getting away from the Prophet Sprout. Unable to hit, but the Sprout now coming off cooldown. Beastmaster Raw holding him in. Lich ultimate was now bounced around perfectly in the Manta illusions as well as the Clockwork Goblin and SA was there. Clockwork popping off the blade mail already, and it's a great Sprout. Mirana forced to leap up. The pipe is already up, but it's basically 357 going to die in the front lines under the name of QQQ. The gem is now killed as well by SA very, very fast. PCT caught next to his tower, already with a couple down. The team fight was not won. Clock attempting the ultimate to latch onto Lich, but it's a double kill for the Earthshaker. Create an army, push through. Mirana bias back, realizing if they lose out this mid barracks, then it is GG. They can't stop this power, which is already pushing down their front lines. Arrow will hit on the Clockwork, but the melee barracks is gone. Fnatic won't stop. They can rotate top, SA already has. They want to kill off this tower. The Treant army is coming in. Mana Style pops off to help out. And now the push onto the melee barracks. So a double melee here for Fnatic. It's a dire position for EHOME. They've had some amazing engagements. Feno comes in, pops the ultimate off, but will die instantly. Crystal Maiden even throwing down the ultimate. Close range arrow won't stop SA for long. Andre taking a lot of damage there from the Spectre. But Spectre, held in place by Cogs, will ensure her death. Mitch will die to the Venomancer ultimate. In fact, actually buys back just so he can actually get another one. We'll be able to pick off the SA. But SA has the Aegis Immortal, so he is back up again. So 3 heroes lost. Good buyback there by the Spectre. Leap up. They have no sight of him. They can't get a kill. No gem. The gem was dropped. The gem didn't come back because it was just destroyed instantly by SA. He didn't want to risk that gem being dropped again. And what are we going to see for Ricky? No item yet. Just selling. We're going to see Butterfly. So the Eagle Song has been purchased. Clockwork. Latches the Spectre. Spectre just then phases over the top of it. And then Smoke gang time for EHOME. They've had enough. They want to win something back. I hate to look. Oh, God. I didn't want to look at that. Almost 20 grand. And they run north, but they're east. Go east, where the Dire farms. Go east. Both creep camps are left unattended. So Spectre, on the top lane, is forced to deal with the pushing, as well as the mid. They're already taking the tier 4 towers. It's an attempt for a gank, so they have actually spotted out Barger. Clockwork latching the ultimate towards the top lane. Nothing Lich could have done just then. I mean, yeah, nothing Lich could have done. They can, however, get this kill on the Clockwork. It'll cost them a raw arrow. Did actually hit then. Didn't look like it did, but it did. And now spell the death of the Clockwork Golem. So Lich for a clock. Fair trade. However, the bottom lane is not a fair trade if Ricky takes that out. It looks like his butterfly is done. It's flying out to him. At least his talisman, so he actually didn't wait for the extra 900 gold and buy the quarterstaff. What a cheap bastard. Taking care of all the creep waves. All the creep camps in the Radiant. Maybe another Roshan attempt sometime soon. I think he's back in about... I don't think it's yet. I think it's another 2 minutes or so.
Invisibility.
Prophet already throwing down the sprout. It's like, what's up, man? What's happening? What's chilling? I can see in there. I'm gonna create a tree. I want a shrubbery. Roshan asked for a shrubbery. He was like brought into the Knights who say Nick. Spectre with an Ogre Axe. Wondering if that's just for life, if he is looking for a BKB. At this point I wouldn't suggest the BKB. Unless he's thinking Sanjay Yasha. And that actually probably wouldn't be a bad choice for Spectre at this point. A little bit of strength, a little bit of agility, so he does get a little bit more damage. But I would have liked to see him put a little bit more, put the money into a heart. That's more important for him. To ensure he lives through these fights. Roshan's still not up. They're checking it. So Fnatic didn't make a note of when Roshan died. Or when the Aegis was given up. He's still not back. No matter how many times they ping and how long they hang around there. It's easy enough for them to actually kill Roshan when it happens. But if EHOME were the ones who knew when it happened... Oh, Ricky Butterfly. Increased evasion. There is nothing Mirana can do about that. Rock is still popping in towards the mid. Big problem for EHOME is not only the fact they're being pushed on the mid and the top. And now low Roshan's now back. There's that 48. Arrow flies in and spots Andre instantly walking in. And then Fnatic just go, hey! He's over there, man! In we go. ES Fissure, Clockwork, popping the ulti for absolutely nothing. Now Spectre's going to haunt in. Prophet's there as well. Venomous Gale's already gone. Lich needs to pop off here. In fact, he does do so. It bounces around inside Mitch. Good Venom ulti. Again, a great start here for EHOME, but they're going to lose control, or maybe not. Mirana's up on the high ground. She is just killing everybody from the high ground. It'll be a triple. Give one to Spectre. Holy sugar, honey, ice and tea. EHOME just took that. EHOME just took that fight. I was trying to say during that fight that EHOME always have a great start. They have a great initiation. With a Venomancer ulti hitting perfectly. Spectre's ulti. Lich's ulti is hit perfectly every single freaking time. Now trouble. The vision is down there. Tier 4 towers really being brought down. Support's got to come. Earthshaker. He's only a 4-star away. Doesn't have his ultimate though. Roshan is still alive. EHOME. They're pushing for the Roshan kill. The defense work is being left to PCT, who's almost completed up his BKB with those 3 kills. Big item for him. Still not dead yet. PCT doing what he can, but the creep wave's too much. They need to get back there soon. Fissure still going through. Prophet ultimate's gonna bounce. They have no vision. It's dead. Spectre gets the Aegis. The cheese! The cheese! Don't forget the cheese! Lich gets it. And then the TP back. Tier 4 tower's gone. PCT goes down. Nature's Prophet is there. Beastmaster with the roar. They've got the right one. They've found the right one. X is standing his ground. He doesn't want to pop off his ultimate. Prophet with the double kill. He's dealing too much damage. Even 357's trying to fight this. Why are they just trying to stand their ground? Axes fly. Get back. The illusion will kill you. Now the tower. Spectre comes in. He takes the aggro from the entire creep wave because of that radiance. And the fortress will slowly start to regenerate, but it's not yet. They're going to dive it. Fnatic want it. Prophet TPs after buying back. Spectre will Aegis the Mortal will pop. Can they finish it? Axis will fly. Ricky is there. Ulti will pop. ES splits out very, very nicely. Pipe pops off from EHOME. Ricky is going for the GG with the Prophet. They can't stop them both. Now the cloud is up. They're still attacking it. Fortifications are going to buy them some time. Earthstrike is still on top, but it's over. It's GG. EHOME lose their second match in the defense. They tried ever so valiantly, but Fnatic MSI, they claim one. They claim their first game here, which will put them into a second position in their Group C. Lined up with a new French order. Teg is still leading the way in that group stage. But EHOME, they tried to do it. It was a great play to try and get that Aegis Immortal, which did work in the end, but Ricky, too much damage. Same with the amount of Prophet. Prophet, man. Prophet. All I'm going to say, this caster needs a break for his voice. We'll be back here in just a moment with our next game here for the defense.